Hi everybody, welcome back to another reading. This is an exciting one because this is the reading. I'm filming this on New Year's Eve, by the way. This is the reading that I've scheduled to post on January 20th, which is the day that I'll be in a plane flying from Africa back to Florida. And my life will have completely changed. My life is changed by the time you're watching this, and I'm really excited for that. So a little context. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Aaliyah. I do readings, and I also share personal vlogs and messages and insights and things like this, and I consider myself a channeler, and I have my own unique relationship with all of these terms and whatnot. My intention with everything that I share is to use this platform, tarot, my voice, as a means to deliver helpful, supportive, uplifting, guiding messages to anyone who needs to hear them. The things that uplift me in my heart and soul are exactly what I want to share with you and give to you. So this is no exception. I'm going to pull some oracle or tarot cards or both or whatever. We'll see what happens. I also offer personal readings, so message me if you feel called to work with me. But let's see what you need to hear. We have the chariot on the bottom, and I was just talking about travel and transformation. So you could be coming up on a big trip, honey, or a move, or some exciting, monumentous venture. I'm feeling really happy. I'm feeling myself. Maybe it's because I've done 4 videos in a row. I don't know. The energy for all of these is not always the same. I don't always feel like this. So I feel like really, really fun, cool, surprising changes are coming your way. And it's like, it's just worth celebrating. It's like, that's the feeling I get. Okay, so what do we need to... We keep getting these, man. The Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. And I kind of just want to ignore them because they've shown up in the past 3 readings in a row. So maybe I'll use a different deck for different energy. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm not alone anymore. My mom's pulling up in the driveway. Okay, I'm going to pause this video, grab a different deck, and continue this. Okay, so I got my ambiance video playing. Check this out. Is this not a fantasy universe that you would love to just read a book in or cuddle on the couch with a cat and your spouse with? That's what I want to do. That's what it sounds like heaven on earth to me. Also, when I paused, my mom rolled up in the driveway, and you know what that means? That's what I think is called a synchronicity, because I was talking about travel and landing, and then this one comes and lands after traveling on the road in our driveway. Okay, so yeah. There was also something that came through about moderation, help, and support. Okay, the reason why I say this, okay, this is very personal, but it's a story worth telling. It's a message that's coming through, so beep, beep, watch out, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I am healing and working through histamine intolerance, and I also kind of have a sugar addiction, which doesn't help. And the thing about addiction is that you can't really necessarily go cold turkey because it could create withdrawals, and I tried that, and I went without sugar for 3 days, and I literally had like withdrawal headaches. So I ate sugar, and I didn't eat as much as I normally would. Like, I just had a couple bites of like a brownie or a cookie or whatever we had. And yeah, and so so for me personally, my relationship with like food and cooking for myself and having the energy, the motivation to like stay on the good habits, it's been really hard, and I think that I haven't been maybe going about it in a way that's sustainable, obviously, because, you know, I still, whatever. So, okay, what I'm trying to say with this is you might find yourself in situations where you're trying to make changes, whether it's also with your diet or anything else in your life, and it's like the places in your life where you were struggling before or felt a lack of support in before, it's like with the help of God and your connection to your own intuition now, you are going to find that the discipline that you need, and I don't even want to say discipline, I want to say the parameters that you need to hold yourself accountable to making the decisions that are actually going to support you is going to be so much easier. And it might be hard to stop like in my situation, like having one sweet treat alone in my house makes it kind of hard for me to like stop and like cut it off right there. You know what I mean? But there have been situations, and I feel like for you, you're watching this is the case for me. This is just an energy, the message, whatever. Like, you're gonna probably find yourself in situations where as you try to make these changes that were at one point kind of hard, it's like you're gonna be able to slowly wean away from the old life that you were living and start a new diet on this new life that you're trying to live, that you want to live. And you might find some restrictions or blockages to even being able to act on these old habits. Like, I'm going to be completely honest, okay? I was craving McDonald's, okay? And I rarely eat McDonald's fast food. Like, it's probably like 2 or 3 times a year, I would say. Yeah. And I was craving it. And so I got some and I wanted more. And I tried to stop at a couple places, but they were all closed. And I was like, okay, I give up. And then I literally was like, hey, Mom, if you pass an open one on your way home, can you get me some French fries? And then like 15 minutes passed and I was just like, never mind, because I was feeling the effects of kind of what I already indulged in like catch up to me. So instead of, I feel like God literally put me in this situation. This might sound so silly to some, but it's completely honest, and I feel like it's a win and a powerful message that like God is supporting healthy habits for you, giving you leeway to wean out of the unsupportive habits and go into more of the habits that are good for you, to make that slow, gentle transition instead of going too abruptly to one thing or the other. You know what I mean? It's like, and this is another message coming through that might be relevant for some people. I don't know. I haven't pulled a single card yet, which is fine. But when I was a When I was a child, my mom was very concerned for her kids' health and wanted to feed us healthy. But the way she did it didn't really help in the long term, I'm sorry to say, because I wasn't allowed to have anything that I wanted until I was literally like 8 or 9 years old, 9, 10, whatever, 8, 10. I would literally beg to have potato chips for dessert because I was so desperate for junk food. I was so deprived of it. I wasn't allowed to have it. My mom didn't buy it. She didn't keep it. I would go to friends' houses and just like eat all their snacks. You know what I mean? That was the best part. One of the best parts of going to friends' houses as a little kid. So nostalgic. But because of the extreme restriction, it created a monster. Just the psychology of like denying and restricting yourself from addictions, from what you want, what you are so hungry for. I mean, this is my experience. It could be different for some people, but yeah, I feel like there needs to be a balance. There needs to be room to indulge and to enjoy. And then it's almost like after that initial indulgence, instead of completely cutting it off again or overindulging, there has to be this kind of middle ground where it's like, give yourself a couple days, give yourself time for your body to like metabolize from and recover the indulgence. And whether for you this is you relate it to like diet or food or behavior, habits, patterns, decisions, whatever it is for you. Give yourself time between the guilty pleasure or the indulgence or the bad habit, whatever it is, your dirty secret, between that and doing that again, and let that space be drawn out. And in the space between indulgence and indulgence, try to stretch it out. Try to find ways that you can fulfill or satisfy that same craving in different ways. And you don't have to be perfect, and you're probably not going to get it immediately. It's going to take time. But this is about building a healthy relationship with where in the past you had maybe a codependent or an addictive or dependent relationship on specific things, whether it was, again, like food, literally food, or decisions or whatever. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull a couple cards. Oh, from this beautiful deck that I pulled out, the Mind's Eye Tarot by Olivia Rose. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous on this deck. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple cards. Oh, and I got a hair in here I must remove. There we go. For any messages, any advice. Oh, we have the Five of Wands. So you, in making these changes, you're going to be confronting parts of yourself that are at conflict with one another, which is so powerful because you will have ample opportunity to choose harmony in the midst of this chaos. I had to pause the video real quick, 1 second. Someone just blasted off a billion fireworks outside. There they go again. Okay, so let's get more messages for you. This is so exciting. Oh, we have the Three of Wands coming after the Five of Wands. Oh, expansion. This feels really good because after this like conflicting, tight, claustrophobic feeling, you are going into like this expansion energy with the Three of Wands. Your horizons are broadening, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so happy for you because that must feel amazing. Okay, and now we have the Six of Cups. Oh, I feel like this is restoration, reverting to like your childlike, innocent, joyful state. Oh my god, I'm feeling amazing actually reading this. I'm surprised. Oh my god, in the Chariot, was this card in this reading or one of the previous readings? You are moving towards what you want. You could literally be moving or traveling or just moving really quickly towards your goals and dreams and whatnot. King of Cups. This is just amazing energy. This is like emotional integrity at the maximum. See, look how beautiful this artwork is. Emotional integrity. Oh, any other messages? Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Five of Cups. So it's like, I feel like there's a slight somberness left over from the past that could be coming up from time to time. But it came out with the Four of Wands right next to it. So it's like, oh my god, the parts of you that were like lonely or disappointed before, I feel like they're gonna belong. You might meet someone or even meet God or meet yourself or have a meeting, an encounter, whether it's internal or external, where you feel this warm sense of belonging. This is a card of family, community, belonging, also marriage. So it's like your little inner sad person is coming home and coming into love. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Two of Swords is coming out again. Okay, so I wonder if the same person who watched my previous reading or readings is watching this one again for some reason. I feel like that could be the case. Yeah, you don't need to get stuck anymore. This is kind of funny. It's like a trickster kind of energy. I feel like there's this like energy, whether it's lodged in your subconscious or you see it reflecting back to you on the outside or whatever. But there's this like trickster energy that makes you want to fall into a pit of like despair or feeling of being trapped in your thinking, feeling of lack with the Five of Pentacles. But that's done. It's like you can leave this. You can walk away from it. What's disappointed you has already disappointed you. You've learned that you don't want that. You've learned that you're disappointed by it. You've learned that you're worth so much more than being disappointed. And it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay that things don't go how you want them to, how you expect them to, how you plan them to. It has nothing to do with who you are. And even if people have wronged you or robbed you or taken things from you, which could have literally happened. Oh my gosh. The Lovers at the bottom. Mwah. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I'm a romantic. I want to get married. This card makes me so happy. Yeah, and it also represents like inner harmony, union, cohesion. It's like this is just leftover trickster energy coming to, it's like the devil. It's like trying to like distract you, take you away from all the beauty and all the blessings. It's like no matter how much shit and chaos happens in your life, it's like you have this moment. You have your connection to God. You have your free will as well. You have the power of your mind and your spirit. You have the power of prayer. You have your grounding techniques. You have your breath. Maybe you have close friends, community, loved ones that you trust. You can lean on whatever it is that you can lean on. And we can't lean on people all the time, you know what I mean? So it's like whatever it is that you have inside of you, it's time to lean on those things. And you're so strong already that you're just going to have to lean on those things more. And, yeah, anxieties could try to come back to haunt you, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win. What the heck? See? 10 of Swords. And then, yeah, like we're done. We are literally done with the cycles, with the anxious, sabotaging, life-sucking cycles. And we're moving into reciprocity and generosity and stability. Like, you get what you give. So give your faith, give your strength, give your soul, your heart to God. Devote yourself to the value, the things that you value dearly, whether it be love, whether it be serving community, whatever it is. This card actually represents serving community, but whatever it is that you value, give to that, feed it. What do they say? What's that Native American anecdote about? We have two wolves inside of you, a light and a dark, and the one that you feed is the one that grows. And that's kind of what I see here. So I'm going to leave this here. If I didn't say it already, if you want to work with me personally, receive a private reading, send me a message. I do psychic and intuitive, tarot, and intuitive body art scan portrait readings, where I scan your physical and auric field and draw what I see and then interpret what I see. And I'm also an artist. I do illustration, I make music, I do photo, video stuff, I write, I model. I've done some creative direction things. If you want to see my art, you can check out my website, which is in my bio, AleaTamar.com. If you want to support my work financially, you can send me a tip. That's always appreciated. Info for that is in the description as well. And I'll see you on the other side. The next video that I post after this date will probably be once I get back. So I wonder if I'm even going to remember making this video to update you on my travels and, where I'm going, what I'm doing, whatever. So, I'll bring more readings to you in the future. But in the meantime, be well. See you next time. Bye.